Yes, Bruno Fernandes has hit 20 assists. He joins Thierry Henry and Kevin De Bruyne. But let's just look at the squad differences between Bruno Fernandes, Thierry Henry and Kevin De Bruyne and just see how much of an actual amazing achievement this is for Bruno Fernandes. Right, let's start with Thierry Henry's squad. So this is basically a squad. This is 0203. There's some players in here, guys, I don't really have an opinion on. It's before my time. I weren't watching football when I was that young. So you've got David Seaman. We all know David Seaman. He's known as England's best ever goalkeeper. Well, Peter Shilton is, but David Seaman's kind of the modern day one-ish. You've got Prime Ashley Cole. I know for a fact that this is Prime Ashley Cole, so this is the best left back, in my opinion, ever. Better than Roberto Carlos. Martin Keown, Sol Campbell. I know Sol Campbell was in his prime here, I think. Martin Keown, I'm not too sure. I think he was towards the end, but I think that is a solid back four with Lauren at right back, because I do think he was good as well. But like I said, guys, I weren't watching football back then. Gilberto Silva, I remember Gilberto Silva. Great player. Of course, I remember Patrick Vieira and Pires. I don't know if Pires played centre midfield, but that sounds like a mad midfield three. Then the front three, you've obviously got Thierry Henry, Wiltord and Bergkamp. Thierry Henry has said numerous times Bergkamp is the best player he's ever played with. Look at that compared to Bruno Fernandes. That is amazing. That's a great team, by the way, Arsenal. That is a solid team. But that is who Thierry Henry did it with 0203. I'm not even mentioning the bench, but hey. This is the KDB team, guys, and yes, none of them won the title that year they did it. So yeah, just an interesting little fact there for you. So Edison in there, the best sweeper keeper Premier League's ever seen. He could play centre midfield for some Premier League teams. You've got a back three. City fans, tell me, is this how you actually play back then? I'm not too sure, but you've got three at the back with Fernandinho, Otamendi and Kyle Walker, which is a bit of a mad back three, but hey. But look at the midfield. You've got Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, David Silva and Rodri. That's stinky, mate. That is absolutely that's a bit scary. So yeah, so he's playing with them. And then front three, you've got Sterling, who I think is a very underappreciated player. I think he's one of the best wingers in Premier League history. Gabriel Jesus and Riyad Mahrez, who for me is just a joke of a player. Him or Berbatov got the best first touch I've ever seen. And now Bruno Fernandes reached 20 assists with this team. Lamens in it. I love Lamens. I think he's the best signing of the season. Diogo Dalot, average player. We're comparing him to Kyle Walker and Ashley Cole and stuff, so no. Luke Shaw, I liked him, broke his leg, and then, he was injured from there, but I do like Luke Shaw. Diallo, I do like him, just going through a bad phase. Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, Mainu. That is the best part of this team, that midfield three. That is a decent midfield three. And you got a front three, and Boomo, who's not performed since the African Cup of Nations. Cunha, who I really like, and Sqaud, who I really like now, who had a slow start, but now he's started to score goals. And this is why this is just an amazing achievement for Bruno Fernandes. 8 open plays, so what? He's levelled it with this team, which is literally just below average compared to the other two, so yeah.